In the last episode, Joe and I decided we needed a new project, so we went from this to this. Hank arrived on a tow truck, and by the end of episode 1, we got him running. I'm Mindy, and this is Joe. Together we travel America in our self-converted van we lovingly call the Pig. We are exploring everything America has to offer and are bringing you along every week. To join us on our journey, hit that like and subscribe button.
What's going on, guys? Doing a little update. One thing you might see is an empty tent because Hank now runs and drives and stops. Very importantly, stops. I have replaced literally every single bit of brake line on this thing, and it's good to go. Undercoat's done. All the brake system is done. Mechanical stuff to make it run, done. Electrical, done. We're going to add stuff for the electrical, but as far as running lights and things that you're required to have on the road, it's all done. And now, today I'm doing some bondo. It's pretty ugly, but that's how bondo looks until you sand it smooth. There was a bunch of bondo patchy stuff on here already. It was really bad. I had to knock it all off because whoever slapped it on put so much on and then never went through and sanded and finished it. So it was all peeling, and then when I got to the metal underneath, it was looking really, really rough, unfortunately. So this is what I've been doing all day, right here. So I have been sanding, rebondoing, sanding some more bondo, more sanding, and that's just pretty much what I've had to do. And I've just been shaping it, and so far, it's never going to be perfect, but I think it's turning out really good, and this is my first time ever using bondo. I've done tons of metal work on pretty much anything you can think of that's large, like ships, trains, hovercrafts, all that stuff. Submarines, thanks Mindy. And never done bondo, so it's kind of been fun. I don't really have a technique down per se because it sets really fast, but what I will say is if you're going to try bondo yourself, my lesson learned was small amounts, like a golf ball size, and go with that. It's better to make multiple batches than for it to set in 4 minutes and you go, oh crap, now I have all this wasted bondo, because it's not cheap. But we took off all these fender flares as well, so I cleaned this up, as we like the natural flare that the body has, and we didn't really care for the extra, because we're not doing really any extra wide tires. And then, let's go ahead and move around to the back. Mindy has been hard at work inside. That is the air box cleaner, and the valve covers, they were painted blue. And then Mindy has been doing sound deadening and getting rid of any rusty spots. So just like our first van, we went through and cleaned and sprayed. That's basically it on the inside. We have been focused mostly on mechanical and getting all the outside stuff moving. Other things, we ordered new wheels and tires. We were hoping to get them this weekend, but we'll get them in a few days. Then we can take it on a proper test drive, at least out here. We're kind of in the country right now. But so far, no leaks. All 3 gears work. Yep, that's right, there's only 3. The clutch works just fine. Sounds okay. Door seals, they were all really, really dry rotted, which is what you can expect on a 50-year-old vehicle. So, Mindy is going through and peeling all those off, cleaning and prepping, getting everything good to go so we can put in some universal ones. Then she's even doing these. Are going to be replaced as well, which unfortunately there's really no universal parts for these little vent windows, so we're gonna have to bite the what, how many hundreds?
$250.
$200 for a effing gasket. But we'd also prefer it if the van didn't leak, and when we do eventually sell it, because we can't ever hold on to anything too long, the next person will probably appreciate that we made sure this thing doesn't leak and we sealed everything up. That's really been the update, guys. There is more, but for now, that's what we have going on. I know we haven't been filming this process as much. The reason being is we're not exactly like a car channel or anything. So if you're a car person and you want to see more, we will be building more in the future. So let us know, and then we'll go ahead and make sure we start filming some of the projects. But most of them have been inside this tent. It's been dark, it's been hot and rainy. Yeah, it's just been hard to film, so we haven't really done it. And it's been so dirty because I've been grinding and sanding and spray painting that I didn't want to ruin the camera gear either. But I will sacrifice the GoPro if y'all want to see it in the future. That's it for now, guys. We'll go ahead and update you when this thing's a little farther along the road, hopefully literally.
So we got a good call today.
We did get a good call. We're going to pick up our tires. I ordered 5 tires that were matching with matching rims. 5th one being matching because it's going to be mounted on the rear door of the van. We didn't do anything fancy for the rims because Hank is anything but fancy. So we're pretty excited. Going to go get the new shoes for Hank.
We got the tires in.
Oh yeah. Da-da-da. Tires. They're a little larger than we expected. I did a tire conversion size for what we had because the tires we had on it are for a different type of rim. And it said it should have been 0.7% smaller, but it looks about 0.7% taller. But it's slightly more narrow, so it should fit, and we're about to find out. A lot of lugs. For size comparison, oh yeah, these are way wider. These are a lot wider. Maybe that was the 0.7% difference. Oh, those look perfect.
Yeah, those look really good.
Yes.
I love them.
Dang, that looks good. Thank you, looking good, buddy.
That looks really good. Awesome. All right, finally got the windows out of the window. We got to replace all the seals on that. I had to enlist Joe's help because that was f***ing hard. So finally got it out, and that's a relief. Now I'm excited to get it all cleaned up and put back together. I got these beautiful gaskets from Steel Rubber. They look perfect, and I'm very excited to put them in.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing?
Still doing Bondo.
Just Bondo for days.
All the Bondo. I'm going to do finishing glaze today, which fills all the pinholes on the Bondo, and then once that cures up, we're going to prep this thing for paint. So it's going to be a lot of hand sanding.
That's the plan. We got a lot of work ahead of us this weekend, but ready to knock it out and get back to work.
Hi.
How's it going?
Well, it goes. I'm getting there. Been sanding and doing bondo and stuff for like, I don't know, what, 6 days now? I'm not very good at it. It's my first time, and I'm definitely starting to see that I'm going to have to go through and do a lot of repair. Smoothing, really. Not really repair, but smoothing.
Yeah, it's looking good. This is the first time I came over to check it out, and I think it's coming along.
Yeah, considering we're doing this in a tent, in a driveway, with pretty much all hand tools, can't be too upset about it.
This is where we're painting Hank. So you really can't complain. It's coming along, right? We only have one respirator, so it doesn't make sense for two people to be in the tent as it is terribly fumy. So while Joe's doing that, I have been working on the vent windows. But this is what I've been working on. Vent windows. Which is a terrible project in itself, if I am being honest, but we're getting it.
Back at it again. Today, I'm prepping the hole in the roof for the fan. We bought the Max Air Deluxe fan again, but this time we went with a smoked lid instead of with the white lid. Only reason being is it fits the color scheme better, and we kind of want to try out the remote function. Like, we don't have a remote function on ours. Conveniently, there was already a hole right here, and it happens to be 14 by 14 inches, which is the same size hole that I need, so let me climb up here and show you. There we go, we got our hole. And you see all that shiny metal. The person before us that put that in just caulked like this weird crazy caulk on it, so I had to like chisel it off. And I ground it up, sanded everything down, and rubbed alcohol over it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and paint. But I need to prep this metal here before I get the fan back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray all that. Once that cures, then I have my butyl tape. That is what seals the water from getting in. Hopefully it doesn't overhang too much. The hole's a little farther back than I would have placed it, but it's already here and this is what we're working with. And yeah, I guess we'll find out, so.
All right, we have been putting a ton of work into Hank this weekend, and now I think we're gonna take a break and go get some tacos and margaritas.
Hell yeah. This place has a jalapeno margarita, but it sounds like it'd be a little hot, but it ends up being sweeter and less bitter than a normal margarita, and it's just full of jalapenos. And then they have a Diablo sauce, which is actually as hot as it sounds, and really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that hot sauce is definitely what is up. Let's go. We've been basically off-roading on this road the whole summer, and right as we're about to leave, they paved it. Looks great now.
Feels great.
Feels great now. I forgot the GoPro and Hank, so We're down to shaky camera footage while driving. But I really like this riverfront, and I wanted to show it to you.
And all the leaves are changing. It looks really nice.
And all the leaves are changing, yes. It's just a nice river area. This is Augusta, Maine. I promise we're going to El Tequila's and not O'Reilly's. We are going to go to O'Reilly's, but after El Tequila's. What's up, guys? Hank, it's almost done. We're getting ready to drive him from Maine to Florida, but we got a few more things to take care of. We were gonna reseal this windshield. It obviously needs to be resealed. However, we also need a new windshield. So I think we're just gonna flex tape it for now, just to get it to Florida. Worry about it later. I don't want to take this gasket out and be in a bind because we only have 5 days left here. So if I take this off and it's not good, and the glue, I have the glue already, and if the glue doesn't work or something goes wrong, I have no way to fix it in 5 days. Like a new gasket's not going to arrive in 5 days. So I think we're going to take the safe route, just seal it, water seal it, because it's in there. It's just not water sealed. So yeah, I think that's the next plan. Other than that, everything else is pretty sealed up. Door seals are in, window seals are in. Felt line, everything. Yeah, he's looking good. All right, let's get to it. Oh yeah, you're good.
Looks perfect. Spot on, eh? This is so awesome. I've never named a vehicle before. Except for my Harlamaha, because it was a Harley and a Yamaha. So it was a Harlamaha. So it's really fun to name it. Especially after a big piece of shit. That makes it even more fun. Let's hope my really ridiculous idea works out great. I think it will.
What really ridiculous idea would that be?
Buying a 1973 van that can't even fucking drive on its own and restoring it in a tent after working in Maine. That idea. Oh, this is awesome.